trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Now it's Wilson. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jalen Carter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Here's Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. Touchdown, Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all. Game long. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Here now, 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back to throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. They'll hand it to Tracy. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Wilson. And he'll come down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Well, this O-line, they've had trouble with the pass rush all game long. This time it cost them 2 points.
I mean, you've got a quarterback back there who's running for his life, and he's had no time to throw the football. They've sacked him time and again. And
now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Here's Jamie Gillen now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Jackson. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. A handoff to Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Barkley. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Hurts sets up to throw it. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done. And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter. Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. On the return, Jackson. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Running left is Tracy. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. He wants it all for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, but a penalty flag is out. And this looks like pass interference. Let's see. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call. As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Wilson wants a different look. Operating from the gun. Wilson. That one taken in by Neighbors. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And shutting him off now open field. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Zach Boyd. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have the Giants' first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Tracy. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. This is Smith with the ground. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. A good pickup there at 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
87 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. Barkley is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game.
Now, pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Davis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because